Okay, so like obviously, look, you're a London boy. You know the area well. Do you come down to this part of London much?
I've been in London all my life. Yeah, come down here all the time.
So you're up down Oxford Street all the time.
Yeah.
What do you think of? You must have heard of like the robberies and stuff going on.
Yeah, I have. I think it's disgusting, mate.
I was going to say, what do you make of that?
I think it's disgusting. People should be. If people work hard and they've got nice things, and you want to spend your money on nice things, you shouldn't have to wear it and have fear.
Come
you
a
should
little bit closer so we can see you as well.
Yeah.
Because you're a good-looking guy. We might as well get you on camera.
Cheers. Yeah, I want to stop steal watches, you know. Let the people then wear their things. You get me?
Yeah. That's exactly it. It shouldn't be.
You shouldn't be stealing watches, man.
You like the Pepsi?
I like the Pepsi still. I
Yeah.
prefer the root beer, but I like the Pepsi.
Okay,
Is it worse here than over in North London, would you say?
I would say the type of crime over in northwest London is slightly different to the type of crime on the high street.
In Central.
Yeah. Central crime, people, they think they more target. It's more high profile. They sort of want to target people spending money. They might watch you and follow you.
Yeah.
I'm not into crime. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's what I see on the TV. It's what I think.
No, but you're right.
But I mean, what people stealing watches, I think is disgusting still, man.
What would be your advice to people? What do you think? You know, you're quite a bit younger than us, so I can see that.
I'm not so young. I'm young, but yeah.
Go on. I'd say you're
28.
30s.
You're a good man.
Go on.
Plus 10.
I can feel from your hands.
Plus
You've
10.
worked hard.
I work hard, yeah.
You worked hard. I can feel the work in your hand. Go on. What, 40?
I'm 40, yeah, just
All
turned
right.
40.
Where would you have us two as? Come on. I like these games.
You're about 28, 30.
Yeah, I told you he was a good judge of character, didn't I? Like that.
See? Another fan. I recognise this man.
How you doing? You're all right, mate? Thank you very much. Good
Hi,
to see you.
How are you? Hi.
How you doing? You right?
Yes, well, thank you. We'll grab you in a minute if you want.
Yeah.
Can we grab you?
Yeah.
What I want to ask you before we let you go, and thank you very much for. Do you feel a threat? You know, are you aware of keeping your eyes on?
I'm aware of the crime and I'm aware of what's going on. But as you can see, I've got my kettle out. I'm not scared to wear it.
Yeah, good man.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm street smart. I've grown up in
Proper
London.
London boy.
Yeah.
Proper London boy.
Arsenal boy, but he's all right. We're letting him.
I buy my jewellery, I wear it, man. I'm not tucking it, man. If you want it, you're going to have a hard time getting it off me. That's
Mate, I love that.
Yeah.
Good luck to you.
Look me up. Give me a call. What's your name?
Adrian.
Adrian. Give me a
People
call
call me Larry
tomorrow.
G, though.
Okay. So you're up here in town today. So what is it you're buying? Selfridges.
Yes, we went to Harrods earlier on. A bit of Selfridges. Lady wife bought some YSL boots up in Sheffield the other week and was unsure whether she could justify the money, so was going to try on some other cheap alternatives. Obviously that didn't happen, so the boots aren't going back.
I think we all have some names first, please.
Yes,
That's
absolutely.
the right thing. So you are
Ollie.
and
Amy.
Ollie, I've got to tell you, mate, I think you're punching here, son. What do you reckon? What do you reckon? What do you reckon, Spence?
Absolutely.
So, you out shopping today? You got your eye on anything?
We've just been to the Booker at the Royal Academy, the AD there.
Yeah.
And that's one I got a bluesy from in December.
Yeah.
A beautiful sub and an amazing experience in terms of we just wanted a Christmas do. Walked in there just to see, because I dream about Rolexes, love Rolex. Went in, got anything available, anything there. She said, yeah, I've got two-tone Submariners.
How things have changed.
That's lovely, but she goes, no, it's for sale.
Wow, so it was for sale.
Yeah, bought that at retail on the 19th of December last year.
Wow.
Incredible, they were wonderful, really nice people. Jacqueline in there was great, wasn't she?
Yeah.
So we're in central London. What are you wearing, both?
We've
of you?
got our Braymons on today, so we've got his and hers solos, so
Okay.
we don't.
So sort of sensible.
Yeah.
Amy was just telling me because of your advice from your videos.
Yes.
That's why
You
she
see you getting robbed and the other stuff, and just,
He wanted to wear his bluesy today, and I normally wear
was
my
that close
Rolex
to wearing
daily.
it.
Yeah.
It's that
But
close.
I
Sad state
was a
of
bit
affairs,
like,
really.
no.
I'm,
Do you know what I mean? The funny thing is, look, you're probably almost certainly going to be all right. I still think that London is one of the safest cities in the world, but we know it happens. We know the numbers, right?
Yeah.
We know, the stats don't lie. In fact, the stats are actually sound better than things really are,
Yeah.
because a lot of crime don't get reported in the first
Very much
place.
so.
So if we save you, if my channel saves one person,
Yeah.
my job's done.
Yeah, very
and
much so,
And
mate.
I'm an happy
It
man.
definitely made us think before we left to come up to the city today. Definitely.
I mean, I have a bit of a insight. I work for the police. I'm a specialist firearms sergeant. Been doing it for 17 years.
Wow.
So I catch criminals and deal with people that are doing knife
You know what it's all about.
all the time. So almost a little bit more cautious because
So you're armed police?
Yeah, so I'm
Okay.
normally this end of the gun,
So
dealing
boys,
with individuals.
I know some of the boys will be watching. Look, we got another one of your lot. Do you know how many of your mob follow my channel?
A lot. They
They
do.
do.
All love watches.
They do. They send me video and they say, "Do us a favour, just keep Spencer out, and we're happy."
We just had a unit watch from Braemont. Have just done like a special project watch for our armed unit for the FSU. One of 50, it's 50-year anniversary, 50 watches. And me and a few other lads got a collar number on the back. It's brilliant.
Do you know what? We was with some lads from the flying squad a few weeks back,
Yes.
and didn't they have one of those
Yes.
on? I
Yeah,
think.
they
There's
were
a few.
talking about
RASP
that.
have got the Royal Island Specialists have got one from Tudor. There's SO19 have got a Tudor and a Braemont, which is the.
But
next
Braemont do a
specialist
lot of
firearm.
these, don't they?
Yeah,
They do
they
a lot
own
of
the
the
military
special-
covenant for the
yeah.
UK, so they do all the forces watches. So they're a brilliant company, really, really good. We've had some great fun up here.
We
The
do. We go
boutiques.
to their boutiques and watch a lot of.
Are you in the
their-
police as well?
I'm not. No.
No?
No. Not clever enough.
Yeah, go on, Kevin, a bit in the floor.
No.
You don't need to be. You don't need to be.
Oh, don't go there. Don't go there with it.
Can I ask you a non-watch related question?
Yeah, of course,
A
yeah.
non-watch related question. And I know there's something going on at the moment that we actually can't talk about because it's an ongoing court case, right? But I often have a go at the police. You've seen
Yeah,
that.
I've seen that,
right?
yeah.
But you guys also know, or the guys in the police that know, they also know that actually I'm your biggest fan.
Yeah.
Right? I care deeply about you guys because I think you do an amazing job. I think certain areas of the police have got all lazy and bad recruitment and all sorts of things. Greggs and McDonald's do well. I see them down at New Haven a lot. If you want a copper, you go to McDonald's, you'll find them in the car park. But seriously, walking around now with a firearm, we've seen incident the other day. There's an incident going on which we can't talk about. How do you feel about that? I mean, do you feel safe? Because we're asking so much of you, right?
Yeah, in all honesty, I feel safe to do it. I'm proud to do it. It's an important area of policing.
Absolutely.
And one that we volunteer to do it, so it's a voluntary role. We're not an armed force, so those few that do it, we volunteer to have a firearms
You're all
permit and
volunteer.
carry it.
Just in case anyone doesn't know that, can we just move over that way a little bit? Yeah. Just in case anyone doesn't know that all the firearms officers in the UK are actually volunteers.
That's right. It's one of those things that it's a passion and something you're interested in, and I'm still believing our tactics, how we operate, professionalism. I feel safe to carry in this country and to do our job and have the backing of our senior officers and the government. I really do. I think, obviously, what you're alluding to, that is going on, that is very serious, and that has implications and ramifications about our decision to continue to carry and how we work.
Because a lot of you guys were threatening at one time to put down your guns, weren't you, and say, look, you know what, we don't want to be under this pressure.
Yeah, I work for Essex, so I'm not part of the Met firearms team, so that I'm not so sure how their sort of reaction to it. But I know it certainly has ramifications around the ongoing, how we do our job and how we're effective in our job. So that's what we want to do, and we go up against a certain level of criminality that no one else can.
I was going to say, I don't know.
You've got to have it, it's one of those necessary evils.
100%.
A lot of people don't understand the pressure that these people are under, because it's not like America where they get away with all sorts. We hold ourselves to a very high standard here and a high levels of account. And that's what, I was listening to the radio 26,000 times last year, the Met at least, were called out to an armed response. 26,000 times. There was one shooting. Now that to me says there's a high level of training and professionalism going on.
Sure.
Yeah, certainly from the year I've been in the actual firearms over 10 years, and like I say, the training is relentless and
Every
ruthless.
single 10
Yeah,
weeks.
every 10 weeks, training.
2 weeks training every 10 weeks.
And it's all assessments. You can lose every time you go training. You can have your permit removed.
So I don't know if you saw it, but can I take it that therefore you was not all that impressed with my air gun video the other day?
To be fair, it's all legal and above board.
Oh dear.
But we really enjoyed you actually going out with the Met. Was with the Venice
Yeah, we
units,
did.
was it?
Yeah.
That was really good, and to see their response to it and trying to make the people of London feel safer to actually come out, and why not have a nice bag or a watch?
Yeah,
or,
exactly.
It's a sad state of affairs, and we did it today. I had my Rolex box, I had it open, and I was like, I closed it again. I felt so sad.
Yeah.
It really is, especially someone that I'm in police, and I have
I was even worried about bringing my bag up here.
I have a responsibility to the public to make them feel safe, and sometimes we're not quite getting there at the moment, and that's a shame.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you start to get into all different areas, but go on, Spence.
Would you say that we don't put enough punishments in place for crimes? Do you think they're not high enough? We were only talking about that.
The difficulties we have is when you look at countries that have high penal sentences and custodial sentences, like America, their reoffending rate is 10 times ours. We have low reoffending rates. As much as people don't want to believe that, we actually do. Reformation and helping people does make a difference from reoffending. Locking them up for longer, from what I've seen personally, I don't think solves the issue. You just get someone that comes out who's more angry at the system, more disenchanted and disenfranchised with society and how the public and how the world works. And all they know is crimes. They come out again after a 10-year stretch, and what they haven't learned or don't have any skills they don't know. To try and educate is a big thing. It does
if you
work.
could change
it needs
one
proper
thing,
funding.
what would it be? What would you say the biggest thing that grates on you that you feel could be improved?
The biggest thing for me in terms of policing is money, more police. It's the only thing that's going to solve it.
I agree.
Because I've been in for, like say, 17 years, and the reduction in the force and how we've shrunk.
Yeah, I think everyone's noticed that.
Just need more police.
Because the more of a presence.
Which means more operations can go on, undercover operations, that prevent all these crimes from happening.
Do you know something? How crazy is that? We've spoken for years, and we do speak with the flying squad and have some insight into this, because we've had a few robberies, and Paul's had robberies, as you know, and that's what we've said. We said ages ago to do what they're doing now, like they do with cars, setting people up, so people going out, flexing, show the watches, and then suddenly if someone's robbing someone, think, it could be a problem.
As you was just saying, the problem there, Spence, is man hours and manpower. And I put that to the flying squad, and they said, well, look, Paul, if there's a woman that's been raped, would you rather us chase that bad guy or the guy that's just nicked someone's date just? I know who I'd rather them go after.
You've got insured property versus
a physical assault.
Real high level, serious sexual offences, child abuse cases, stuff that takes huge man hours and investment in detectives. That's always going to outweigh it. Always. And on restricted budgets, the money's going to go there, isn't it? Because it has to.
Just going back to the sentencing, I mean, the boys at the Met and the flying squad, they did an operation recently. I think they were on it for about 2 years.
Yeah, wow. And
they finally got this gang. They caught them red-handed. It's all on camera. We've seen the video, etc. And I think it was about 10 or 12 of them. They went to court, and the majority of them got suspended sentences. Now, this, when you say about America, the reoffending rate, I've got the other side of the coin for me, and I've never been in the police force, but what I do know is I know a little bit about, risk versus reward. Surely, when they're getting 2 years suspended sentences and they've been
that's a lot of reward. That's a lot of reward,
isn't it? For very low risk.
And that's a huge frustration, unfortunately.
I was going to say, the boys at the Met were like,
we're not a prosecuting authority. We put people in front of the court. So our job finishes then. After that, it's up to
down to the law.
Yeah, Crown Prosecution Service. They do that side of it. We have no input in that.
I know that they felt very let down after that. At the end of that investigation.
Well, the officer that's running that investigation has to go back to the victim. And say this is the outcome.
And victims, there was a lot of them.
Victims, exactly. And unfortunately, that's outside of our control. That sits above policing.
Absolutely.
And it can be very frustrating.
It's been lovely to meet you, mate.
Yeah,
didn't expect this today to be end up on the channel, did you?
No, we had a nice day today. Just thought we'll go and have a look at the CPO stuff in there.
Like children, so
interesting.
It's nice
You're going off for food now?
No, we're going to get back.
The train home, but
so there's so much we could do with a mother-in-law.
Shall we get some food?
Lovely to see you, mate. Listen, thanks for your service. Stay safe. And look after yourself. Thank you very much. Lovely to meet you.
Lovely to meet you.
All the best.
Take care.
Thank you.
See you later, mate.
See ya.